Okay, so hopefully you can all hear me. You can all see me. I have no idea. On my end, it's always weird whenever I'm doing like these live videos because I can see myself and then I can see whenever y'all comment, but it's never like, you know what I mean? I guess it's kind of weird because I know people are watching me, but I can't see you. And it's not the same as like when I record a video. So before we kind of jump into today, I wanted to remind you that the weekly wow sale this week is all of our Thermoflex Plus. They're on sale for $2.96 a sheet. They're typically $4 each. They're 12 by 15 inch sheets. They're awesome. It's a great time to try it if you haven't, and there are so many colors in it. Like, and not to dog Caesar. I saw that someone posted in the Caesar group that they had 50 colors, and I'm like, oh, Thermoflex has like 100. And, the way that I am is I like to have as many colors as possible. So, hi, Cindy. So what I was saying, the reason why I was like, well, 2020 just keeps getting better and better. So, one thing is we are going to have a tropical depression this week, which might turn into a tropical storm. So, and always could turn into something more. Hopefully it won't be a full-blown hurricane, but sweet baby Jesus. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Latrina. It's just like, what else can we do? Hi, Deborah, or go through. It's been crazy. So hopefully we don't get a hurricane, but we do have a tropical depression. So the weather's going to be kind of cruddy over the next few days, which is wonderful because no one likes rainy, nasty weather. I mean, those kinds of days, or hi, Misty, are the days that you want to spend sitting at home watching movies. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Shelly. Hi, the Sticks Boutique. Oh, you're fine. You don't have to be here on time. So, but yeah. Oh, just talking about the weekly wow sales, the Sticks. One of the things, Courtney, hi, Courtney, is $2.96 Thermoflex Plus on sale. That's what's awesome. I think it's all raining all over the world. I think it is too. Hi, Angela. Deborah, the weather has been cruddy. Yeah. 2020 is the year that keeps on going. And one of the things we're trying to figure out is Cameron's going to do homeschool. Well, one of the things that they're talking about whenever Cameron is doing homeschool is they're like, well, they're going to have to check in for attendance. And I'm like, okay, so are they going to make it where he has to sign in at 8 o'clock in the morning? Like he would have to be at normal school? Because one of the things we're going to do whenever he does homeschool here is he's going to come up to the shop with me and do his homeschool, because I'm not going to leave him at home to his own devices to do his homework and stuff like that. He needs to be around people, especially if they're wanting to have more of a homeschool day than what they did in the spring semester because of everything that happened. And I'm like, why would I have him sign in at home, then leave? Because I mean, I don't want him to mess up with his classes, but as I said, he's pretty much going to be going to school, is starting his day at 10 because that's what time my work day starts. Yes, that's Orcal 651, and y'all always wonder what we use on our walls. Where we are in our heat and humidity, 631 does not last for, like, we can't use removable vinyl. It just doesn't work. So that's been up there for over 4 years now. Bernadette, that is, okay, so regular heat transfer vinyl, Cricut has their own brand. There's Caesar, there's Thermoflex. So they're all like your basic standard heat transfer. So what you use on shirts. Thermoflex is the brand that I prefer, and it's the one that I sell. Not to say, like, I'm not a big fan of Cricut one, but like Caesar's not terrible, but I prefer Thermoflex more. And that's what's on sale this week on our website is the Thermoflex Plus. They're typically $4 for a 12 by 15 inch sheet. They're on sale for $2.96. So that's a good time to try it. There's part of the reason why I do like it is it is a true matte finish. It looks good. It washes great. So that's my preference. And then just in case you're wondering, we sell these on our website as well. These are the books that have all the instructions for all the different heat transfers that we sell. So they're kind of cool. Hi, Amanda. I'm glad you were able to join us for a live. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Juanita. So anyways, that's kind of where we are on things. They have a stretch vinyl in Thermoflex, Deborah. And then there are some of the ones that are stretchy. So, but the regular Thermoflex is not considered a stretch vinyl. Hi, April. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Tyler. So that's kind of where we are on all of that. And then I think there is another tropical system forming out further towards the Bahamas and stuff like that. And I'm just like, please, Lord, no more hurricanes. Yes, the Fighting Irish, they look pretty close to very similar whenever you use in Thermoflex Plus and Turbo. Well, in Thermoflex has a lot more colors too than Turbo. Just the regular Thermoflex Plus. But there are some great colors that are in Turbo too. So it just kind of depends on the look that you're going for and what materials you are applying it to. Oh, I'm glad you like it, April. Isn't it neat? I love anything that's different. I mean, and y'all should know that. Like, I love all the different kinds of colors and textures. And I mean, I think that's kind of what makes it fun. Yes, the light sensitive. I love that one. Especially going out in the sun, and kids love that too. And tomorrow's tutorial is going to be fun because we are going to be showing you how to work with like extreme multicolor vinyl. Because a lot of times whenever you're talking about extreme multicolors, we will, you know, or extreme colors, we only want to use, you know, a few. This one I think is 8 or 9 colors. So it's a lot of colors that we're going to be doing. So you're asking about the heat changing, Deborah. Okay. So there's 2 different kinds. There's a light sensitive, and they come whenever you see them at first, they look white. There's a pastel red, a pastel yellow, and a pastel blue. When you go out into the sunshine, they change to that pastel color. I have a video over it. And then the heat changing one, they start off like it's black, red, orange, and blue, but the black looks more gray. The red isn't like, I mean, they're not like super saturated colors. And then when they get hot, they change to white. So they're pretty neat. Bernadette, I mean, that's what I use all the time in my videos. It's not super thick. It weeds great. That's why I use it. And a lot of people will be able to tell you that have used it that it is really, really good. Oh, I'm glad, Melissa. Yeah, it's a whole lot of fun. Let's see. Yeah, Patrice, I'm not sure if it's just a Texas thing or a Southern thing. You know, we monogram everything. Yes, Terry, I do like Thermoflex a lot better than Caesar. And it's not to say that Caesar's not good. And part of the thing is, like, I don't want it to seem like I'm down on any brand. There's a few reasons why I prefer the Thermoflex over Caesar. And I will go ahead and explain it. One, this is a big one. Caesar isn't a true matte finish. If you actually look at Caesar vinyl, it has a little bit of shine to it. And I prefer a true matte finish when I'm using a solid color like that because it is more like screen print. Another thing I like is washability. Now, they both wash and dry just fine. Use both of them. The thing with Caesar versus Thermoflex, and this may be how I handle and how I take care of it, but I know a lot of other people have said the same thing, that when you wash and dry a shirt that has Caesar Easy Heat on it, when you take it out of the dryer, it looks a little bit wrinkly, where you have to almost iron or heat press it again to make it smooth. Thermoflex is not like that. And I mean, I wash and dry mine all the time. Let's see. Tammy, yes, you can put HTV on a 100% polyester shirt. Now, there are some exceptions to that rule because dazzle cloth is 100% polyester. Dazzle cloth is what football jerseys are made out of. So it's kind of like a shiny polyester. And you can still put HTV on it, but there are certain tricks to doing it where you have to spray it down with alcohol to make the heat transfer stick to it. But like, that's another reason why I recommend having a book. And even if whatever vinyl you're using, you're just printing out your instructions and putting them in a binder. But this makes it easy because you can take and double check your colors. But if you look, it has all of the instructions, what fabrics, like it says what fabrics it can go on, how thick the vinyl is, how to cut it, how to peel it, even your washing instructions on that. So let's see. What's my favorite brand of t-shirt and where do I buy them? Bell and Canvas are my favorite, and I purchase them directly from the manufacturer. Which I know that there are other places to buy them, but we purchase so many in bulk because we also do screen printing that we buy directly from them. Oh, I'm glad you love our videos, Wendy. Yes, see, Amanda, everybody wants their everything monogrammed. Well, I'm glad that Caesar has come out with an easy weave matte, but as I said, it's not just that, it's the washability. Patrice, have you ever messed with the Thermoflex Plus? Let's see. If you buy something, can you ship it to me in a day or overnight? We do ship pretty quickly, but we do ship the United States Postal Service. And part of the problem is right now, because of everything that's going on with the pandemic, shipping is taking longer. So just to kind of let you know. Yes, Deborah, that is available on our website. It is the Specialty Materials Product Guide. Let me see if I can get a link for y'all. But I mean, that's not me trying to tell y'all to purchase from us. I don't want it to ever seem like I'm being super pushy. It's just like I try to give y'all as much information as possible. You know what I'm saying? I have dual monitor, so it might seem a little, because I'm looking at the monitor right here. Okay, so there we go. I can link this for y'all in the description. Okay. So there's the link to the product guide. Let's see. Yeah, see, Patrice, isn't it awesome? Wardens, I'm not sure what Wardens is. Is that that might be like a brand, like, and part of the thing is what y'all don't realize is, like, yes, I'll go to Target and buy a shirt every once in a while, but because we do screen printing, we buy lots of shirt in huge quantities. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm sorry about that with the slow shipping. And if you actually go to the post office website, it says that, hey, due to everything, things are moving slowly. And it typically doesn't move this slow except at Christmas time. We are meeting with UPS next week about possibly adding that as a shipping option as well. But part of the thing is UPS is a lot more expensive whenever it comes to certain things, but we are going to have that as an offering. Yes, they are awesome. Oh, see, so Wardens, I see, that's a good thing to know, the Fighting Irish, because that's something that I don't know a whole lot about, is what is offered in Canada. Okay, so Leanne, you can use HTV on cups and tumblers. And I've done videos on it, but one thing I always tell people is, one, you need to practice it with it yourself, because your heat press, your iron, however it works, is going to depend on how your vinyl is going to apply. Now, with that being said, depending on what kind of look you're going for, there is so many different types of adhesive now. They are starting to offer a lot of different styles in adhesive that are permanent, that might be options for you to try. Like that's because I mean, you got your basic kind of colors, and then like there's etched glass, there's like the textured glitter, there's the, I mean, so there's a lot of different things that you can try out as far as adhesives go. But again, it kind of depends on what you're doing. And one of those things is, because people are like, well, how do I do it? Well, it depends on your setup, and you have to practice with it. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Because it's like someone will say, well, I tried to cut on my vinyl on the settings you told me. Well, there's a lot of variation whenever it comes to your machine, what blade you're using, how old your blade is. Let's see. Miss Charlie, we've talked to FedEx before. FedEx is quite a bit more expensive at this point than UPS is. So we are looking at several different options. Oh, I'm glad you're able to stop by, Susie. I don't remember, but you should be able to look up like heat. If you go to my page and search, it should be like HTV on a mug, I think is something like that. Tracy, not much. We've been talking about what the weekly wow sale is, which is Thermoflex Plus. It's on sale for $2.96 a sheet, 12 by 15 inch. They're typically $4 each. Great time to stock up. So, and that's one of the things, in like, I try to explain this. We are still, even though y'all see me all the time and, you know, people think that like our business is big or whatever, we're still just a small town, small business. You know, this business, at least the vinyl portion where we sell vinyl, is only a little over 4 years old. We opened on right before Cameron started 5th grade, and he's going into 8th grade. I think we opened on June the 3rd of 2016. So we've only had the vinyl business for about 4 years. We've done screen print. We purchased our screen print company because we purchased it from someone else way back when, before Cameron started kindergarten. So we've been doing screen printing for roughly 9 years or so, and then sign business for about 16 years. So anyways, hopefully that kind of helps explain what we're doing and who we are and what we, and as I said, like, I don't ever want people to feel like you're obligated to purchase from us. But we always appreciate it when you do. Amanda, part of the thing is, it depends on what, to tell you where to buy blanks from. There's so many different companies out there that sell them. 1. 2, you want to find someone that keeps a good stock of things close to you. So there's a lot of different, as I said, there's a lot of different vendors. A lot of time, one of the things I would recommend to people is checking, like hitting up some of the sign and shows like that, like the Imprinted Sportswear show. So that would be something that I would check into, because that helps you get in touch with vendors and things like that. You're talking about banner material, Mary? I'm thinking that's what you're saying. I'm not sure. Dapper Dan, I know nothing about electro etching. So I mean, I hope that makes sense to you, because, and part of the thing is, I always am hesitant to recommend specific places, because I don't want it to ever seem like I'm just pushing like certain companies on you. So Heather Harlan, let's see, would you suggest a Sawgrass or a white toner printer for sublimation? Okay, well, sublimation isn't going to be a white toner printer. Sawgrass is sublimation. So the way that sublimation works is there's no white ink cord. It prints on polyester shirts, or mainly polyester shirts, and it has to be light colored unless you are using something that you can print on and apply to. So that's one thing you should know. A white toner printer is like, we have an Oki Data that is a laser printer that makes transfers that uses toner, but it'll make full color designs. Now, there's a couple of things you need to realize in comparison when you're there. One, they're two completely different processes and two completely different things. And they're good for different things as well. Like your sublimation printer, if you're wanting to do white mugs or you're wanting to print photo items, sublimation, great all the way. It's awesome. The white toner printer is great for one-offs. Now, the sublimation printers, depending on what size you pick, is price depending on price. Like my Sawgrass SG400, I paid $550 for. You can get the Sawgrass SG1000, I think is the new model, and they're right about $1,500. My Oki Data laser printer was $7,000. And then my Brother Direct to Garment was $25,000. And then we have like an M&R automatic press and an M&R manual press, which are both screen printing. Rhonda, no, you can't use sublimation paper. Well, I mean, you can, but it's not going to transfer to a shirt or any items like that. That's not how it is. Sublimation, the way that it works, it is a special ink. The paper doesn't matter as much as the ink does. So it kind of just depends on what you're trying to do with it. And the thing is, like, whenever you're working with like the Oki Data, those have like a super plasticky feel. So it kind of just depends on, again, what you're doing with it, and what kind of quantities you're working with, those types of things. Let's see. Patty Phelps, the difference between sublimation and infusible ink, nothing. The only difference is infusible ink is already printed sheets. That's why you have to use light colored polyester. It is the same thing. Even though people will argue, it is the same thing. It is sublimation. What it is it turns that ink into a gas and it opens up. That's why you have to use things that are polyester coated or mainly polyester, because that fabric opens up and that ink absorbs into the fabric. That's why whenever you use sublimation, if you put it through the dishwasher, if you wash it in the wash machine, it is never coming off. It is never going anywhere because it is into the fabric or the substrate. And when I say substrate, that means whatever you're applying it to. So if you're doing a koozie or whatever, that's a substrate. So, and again, Rhonda, no, sublimation paper in an inkjet printer, you can, but you're not going to get any results. It's the ink that matters, not the paper, because the ink is what is special. That's what makes sublimation. Let's see. Melissa, you got easy weed stretch for polyester shirts. I'm not sure what the instructions are for easy weed, especially whenever you're using a home iron. You will need to check with Caesar on that. Callie, yes, we like our Brother. It has cost us a lot of money. We have replaced, let's see, how many heads have we replaced? We had to replace 4 white heads after 1 hurricane. I think we've replaced like 8 heads on it. And 8 heads, the heads run about $1,500 a piece on it. It does not take too well to getting humid. Now, the newer version of it is a little bit better, but still people will have issues with it. But again, it's what do you want to spend and what are you trying to do with it? Yeah, April, and that's how it is. A lot of times, where depending on where you're at, means you have to order, and there's not anywhere near you that you can just go pick it up. Yeah, Rhonda, they are very, very expensive. But again, like I've said before, whenever I talk about the things that I have, it's not to sit there and brag or anything like that. It's we've been doing the printing aspect. I mean, and that's not even all the equipment that we have. We've been doing this for a very long time. So we have invested a lot of money into our business. Okay, so Heather, if you're doing black mugs, well, if you do sublimation, you can make it black because you can print the background as black. Does that make sense on what I'm saying? And sublimation is going to be your best bet if you're trying to do, especially like mugs, because it's never going to go anywhere. So like, see my mouse pad. This is Cricut Infusible ink, which is sublimation. This has been washed a bunch of times. I did a tutorial using this. It's not going to go anywhere. It is in the fabric. It feels just like it did beforehand. Yes, Patty, I have a video using the infusible ink markers. Latrina, if you go ahead and order it, we will try to, let's see, those will either ship out tomorrow or what day is today? Today, I don't know. It's been crazy, but those will ship out within the next couple of days. And because of how much they weigh, those are ship priority. So you should receive that pretty quickly. Unless you're out of the country, and then I have no control over that. My birthday was good. I did a video on my second channel over what I got for my birthday. So that's kind of how it works. Yeah, but I had a great birthday. It's been kind of crazy around here. Let's see, you ordered the wrong paper. That's why you asked. Yeah, so you have to have sublimation ink to make it where it's going to transfer. If you don't, it's not going to work. Yeah, the infusible ink, as I said, those markers do work good, and I have a video on those. I think are a cool idea. I like that because it's fun. Yes, we still have the heat vinyl, Sherry. We have lots of different kinds. Oh yeah, see, Latrina, you'd get that pretty quickly. Rhonda, it kind of depends on shipping right now. It depends on what you order, because if it's over a certain weight, then it ships priority. If not, it ships ground, and ground, well, everything's a little iffy right now through the post office, so it kind of just depends. Okay, so that's banner material, Mary. That's what it's called. It's called banner material. So you just need to look and see, because a 6 foot by 8 foot is a huge banner. So you would want to look online to see where you can get banner material. Amanda, what kind of printer are you using? Because, and I'm gonna, the best, okay, home printable vinyl. If you're using your home inkjet or your home laser printer, you can get vinyl that you can print on at home, or it's really transfers. And it goes on okay, doesn't always wash the best, and it's not going to last you a long time. I always recommend to people that, I mean, I honestly, I don't recommend if you're wanting to sell something that's going to be used for a long time, I wouldn't recommend trying to print something like that on your home inkjet printer. Cricuts is good. Specialty Materials is good. I was not a big fan of the StarCraft. So, I mean, and Avery is terrible. That's the one you can get like at Office Depot and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, a part of it is just printing and seeing what lasts, and you got to make sure people follow the wash instructions for those. Let's see. Yeah, Sherry, the markers are great. The cheapest vinyl, well, it kind of depends on what you're going for, because like we have Orcal 651, those run about $2.50. Callie Johnson, I don't like the Starcraft printable. I mean, and that's as I said, that's part of the thing is people are like, what do you like? Well, my opinion and my preferences on things are going to be completely different. I didn't like how it weeded. I didn't like how it applied. I didn't like how much ink came up whenever I was using the transfer tape with it. And I used, like, whenever I tested out different printables, I did the exact same method at the exact same time on everything, and then saw how they washed, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you can use regular iron-on transfer paper with an easy press. The only thing you might have an issue with it with sublimation paper with an older easy press is how hot it gets, because most things that you sublimate with, you have to get to about 400 degrees. And typically things ship within a few days, Izzy, whenever you buy from us. Typically, I mean, sometimes things happen, especially like I know that this weekend was a busy weekend, so things are taking a little bit longer to get out, but not anything too major. Because as I said, we are still a small business. Oh my goodness. But I guess that will be it today, because I've been on here for 30 minutes. Let's see, Callie. Yeah, Starcraft, they have some good products. I'm just not a big fan of their printable. But they're not my favorite brand. It's kind of like, as I've said, like there are things, like there are certain things that I love from Caesar that is not offered by Specialty, like the electrics. I love the electrics by Caesar. I think they're awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of different ones, Rhonda, a ton. And right now, the regular iron-ons are on sale. Yes, Latrina, the guide is still on our website. If you go to our website and look under supplies, that's where the t-shirt guide's at. We sell so many of those. People love that thing. But yeah, but that's part of what I try to make clear. That's why I'm very hesitant on recommending like certain companies and things like that, because everybody has a different experience. And I hate to say this, and like for what I do, like what I like for my store, because we deal with small businesses or smaller people, so it's not really that big of a deal. But when you're dealing with some of these wholesale companies, the more money you spend with them, the better treatment you're going to get. And I'm not always a big fan of that. That's part of the reason why I'm like, I don't really want to say, hey, use this person, or, you know. Rhonda, I don't remember how much it is, but it is linked up in the top, so you'll be able to see how much it is. Okie dokie. But again, I'm going to let y'all go. I've been on here for 30 minutes. My voice is getting tired because, as you can tell, I talk up a storm. We have a fun tutorial coming tomorrow. It is going to be a super intricate design. You'll have to definitely check it out. Yes, Mary, you can use the t-shirt guide if you have an easy press. I have tons of videos using the t-shirt guide with the easy press. A ton. But I guess that's it. We shall see y'all tomorrow. Bye.